Good morning, Jimmy. Really appreciate you coming on at 8 in the morning to do this interview. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been a fantastic day so far, and continuing to be a better month, better week, better year so far.
Well, that's great to hear. The reason I invited you on is because I saw some wins from you in the stocks campus. Could you explain what they were about?
Um, well, so at first you start kind of learning the skill. You start introducing yourself to a specific subject that you picked, and I decided to go with the stock campus. And after putting a little bit of my savings in my account and growing from there, I managed to get some pretty good wins on so far with the stock campus. So
Mhm.
yeah, I've been pretty profitable from the day one.
So, is there a monthly average you could give in terms of figures?
From the first month of trading, it was $1,700, and we moved on to 10,000 all the way to 450,000 total. Best month was 112,000,
Wow. This was over what time span?
7 months.
Okay. So, you started off with what amount and then went to over
I started
400,000?
with I started with $220, and now to this day, on February 11th, I'm sitting with $450,000 in my account.
Well, congratulations to you. How much of that would you attribute to the real world?
All of it, everything. I had no. I would say I was a brokey when I started. I was a manager at Starbucks, making maybe $2,200 a month, and I had a little bit of money put aside because I participated to their bean stocks, which they give you shares as you work for them for many years. And I received four shares of $79 a piece, and I started trading. They opened a Fidelity account for me, and when I didn't know what I was doing, so I was selling a share, buying another one, selling one, buying one, and it started from there. 2 weeks after that, Tate ended up in my feed on Instagram, and from that point on, I was like, I need to sign up to HU University. I need to see what's going on, and I felt empty from then, and I he opened up my mind to the possibility of everything that's being thought in the campus.
Very interesting. How different does your average day look like now compared to before you joined?
First of all, I don't really work 9 to 5 anymore. I I just I just study, stay home, and in my point of view, see, I'm at the point where I don't want to spend what I don't need for things I don't need. I want to gather and compound my wins to make sure that I can be continue to be successful. Because see, I could go out and buy a Ferrari for $344,000 right now, and I'm out of money. It's pointless. Like, to me, I want to sit there and continue this journey because that's the purpose of my living. I feel alive doing so. And my daily is wake up, study, eat, study more, trade, and sleep. I cut all the cables. I cut every gaming. I used to game a lot, and now I'm just studying. I continue
Uh,
the momentum that I gained.
What would you say to people who would call that excessive in terms of putting in that much work?
Uh, it is a little bit obsessive. I when I was a kid, I was diagnosed with ADHD and just trouble of focusing. And I've had that problem for since high school. And I was always one task and one task only, but I'll focus so much on that task that to me it just becomes obsessive. And I think trading took over all of that. It's it's a it's a bad habit, but I don't mind it.
But when you actually channel it into a productive thing, you can see what the result can be.
Oh, absolutely. Making money over playing video games or watching Netflix.
Right. How different would you say the material is in the real world compared to what you can find out on the internet?
I don't think there's anything like it. It's not something you learn in school. It's not something you learn from your friends. It's rare, and it's an opportunity that makes you feel alive. It gives you a skill on a platter of diamond, and they just, they're like, here, go ahead, pick what you want, learn, grow. It's a life-changing opportunity.
Mhm. Has the community had any kind of effect on you or impact?
The professor, absolutely. The professor since day one. Ayush has been very, very knowledgeable. He gave us the tool for us to learn, and he gave me the strength inside because I like as a new trader from day one. I mean, I started in June 17th, 2022, and I had no idea what I was doing. I had no experience of the economic, the world's market, and he gave me the opportunity to learn a system and to grow from then on. And to me, I was always a little independent and I wanted to do things my own way. And I decided to go ahead and create my own system and go for it. The more you talk to people, the more you enjoy conversation about money, about stocks, about what to do. There's no way you're not going to make any money.
Mhm. And did the Wins channel have any effect on you?
Not really. I didn't look at it because to me, I would get mad. I would get mad at the fact that if I'm not making that, I would I would be disappointed at myself.
Mhm. Interesting. Uh, what would you say has been the biggest challenge for you when you first started out in the stocks campus?
The first
The
time I
first,
lost.
I'd say the biggest challenge you faced when you first started out in the stocks campus.
Yeah, the first time after I studied really hard, the first time I placed my option and it went red, it's almost like your heart kind of falls out of your chest. You feel like the hard-earned money that you accomplished and just vanished. Like to me, that was the most challenge. That's why I took a moment to sit down and understand what wasn't what was at stake in all of this, and I had to change myself into a better emotionally controlled person.
There seems to be a bit more to go into that. So, did you just go all in from the get go, or was that after?
I would say the first option I placed was about 80% of my account.
So, what was the mindset there? Like being new to all of this and then going 80% in?
I blindly trusted, and I realized really quick that you cannot just blindly trust anyone, anyone into expecting to make all those gains, expecting to make $1 million. You can't do that. You have to come from here. It has to come from you, and it has to come from deep down because it's something that needs to be important for your future. It's the most important thing that you can achieve in your life is to trust yourself and yourself only. Once you do that, the world opens up to you.
Interesting. So, quite a big mindset shift there from when you've joined.
Absolutely. I feel like in my point of view, I I died after June 17th. I was reborn mentally,
Very,
physically, uh,
mhm.
spiritually. I found God.
Wow. Okay, quite profound. Now, moving on to what have been the three biggest lessons you've learned from your time in the real world?
Trust yourself. Um, Move on. If you lose, you stay down for a few seconds, think about it, spit it out, go back up, and continue. And then the next one is that you got to be careful who you trust.
Uh, since you've been in the real world, even before it was the real world, it used to be HU. What differences have you noticed between what HU used to be and what the real world is now?
Oh, it's beautiful now. It's its own server. It's not attached to anything. It's nearly the same, but it's better. It's more stable. There's less noise, I would say.
Mhm.
And I'm glad we're far apart from the Matrix.
Fair enough. And with everything that's provided, or the value, the community, why do you think they only charge $50 for all of it?
Oh, that's a gift because anybody can gather $50 if they want to change. If it was $599, it'd be different. A normal brokey may not be able to do that. Once you want to join, once you're broke, you want to join once you have nothing to lose. You want to join when all that there is for you left is to grow. And once you realize you're stuck in life, you have to join, even for $50. It's only $50. I made that the first couple of weeks.
With everything that's happened in the 7 months, where do you see your life heading in 6 months to 1 year?
I have a goal. I made myself a goal. I even wrote it down on January 1st, 2024. That's the time where I'm going to use some of that money to purchase a house, purchase something. But from then on, I'm not touching anything.
Interesting. Okay. I do look forward to doing a follow-up. So that's in a year's time, maybe even before that, just to see your
About
progress, how everything's
10
going.
months.
6 months, do a follow-up. Because in 7 months, that much progress. So yeah, I'm interested to see how that continues. And now carrying on with the interview. Would you have anything to say for what effect Tate has had on you personally?
Oh, that's probably the best part. So when I was 6 years old, my dad left me and my two brothers and my mom, and I didn't really have a masculine force, energy, um, someone to tell us what to do, someone to show us what true true respect and true endeavors mean from him, from his own trusted mouth. And I didn't have that example. I feel like I was a wimp until I found Tate in my feed. And I realized I wasn't a man until I saw this man. And I grew, I changed. I wanted to make a plan to continue in the proper direction, to continue to be the best version of myself, to be a dangerous lion, but yet tamed. And he's made that. He's put that perspective in my head. To me, he's the dad I never had. And I'm very, very, very proud of that. I'm very glad that he showed up in my feed. It changed me completely from the ground up.
Before we end off, what advice would you have to people who are considering joining the real world?
This is an opportunity for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. It could be a homeless person, could be if you want to change, if you want to get to a point where you want to level up, money is not real. Money is going to buy material. How much material do you need? You need watches, you need cars, you need a house, you need food, shelter. That's about it. At the end of the day, money doesn't buy muscle. Money doesn't buy a mindset. Money doesn't buy it doesn't buy you. It doesn't buy who you become once you're inside the real world. Once you realize what this school has to offer and who you actually talk to inside the school. That's the best part, is the influence that is from coming out of a screen of your computer. That's amazing. At the end of the world, yet they're still affecting you every single day. That's the greatest part. Don't be scared. Just take a step. Do it. Do it for yourself. Do it for your bloodline. Do it for your brother, your sister. Do it for the family member that wasn't part of your life. Do it for the benefit of your generation coming. Do it because it's an opportunity that may or may not continue to be there. It's something that needs to be taken very seriously, because at the end of the day, from a 9 to 5, you don't make $15,000 a month. You don't make $100,000 a month. You may, but how much more work and how much degree, what is the degree that you're going to have to get before getting to that point? Now in a few months, you can make a whole lot more money for just the sheer will of wanting to learn. Doesn't matter what you pick. There's so many different ways to make money in this world, and they give it all to us with influencers, with people that are there to teach, answer your question, with a network of gentlemen that are there to help you, not judge you. They're there to help you. They're there to make sure that you, as a newcomer, you excel in what you really want to do. And it's all about how you value yourself at the end of the day. You want to be a brokey, then stay a brokey. But you know what? There's people that care about you being the best version of yourself.
Beautiful put. And for people who want to find out more about you or contact you, where can they do so?
My name's Drat. So on my Twitch is EXZEBIT. Will be on Twitch, Rumble, and my Instagram is JLBITS.
Yeah, I'll add those to the description of the video. And I'm happy to end it there. Thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to doing that follow-up in future.
Thank you. I'm excited. Continuing this journey. It's best.